Went to Dorman in Spartanburg County. Go Cavs.
I've been Jordan's friend since, oh gosh, he was a sophomore, I was a junior in high school. We met in French class at Dorman High School.
Yeah, I know a couple of them. Like, I went to high school with two of them.
And basically, living like Jordan's like living with a giant lab, because you know how labs shed and they'll get everything dirty. Well, Jordan, he gets all his dirt all over the floor, so you're walking through this filth all the time until you decide to clean. But that's about it, yeah.
So, Trey, when you lived with him, what was that like?
It's kind of horrible. Dents in the wall. Had to help him shower.
They're pretty good guys. Little out there, you know. Help out a lot though.
He just got his new wheelchair, and it had just rained, and we went to his grandparents' house, and he had his new chair, and then he had a new hoodie. It was a nice hoodie, even though it was Clemson. And there was this little hill. It was just a little tiny hill. Like anybody would just walk down it. But we were at the top, and he was looking down, and I said, Jordan, are you going to really do that? Yeah, I was like, I don't think you can do that. Dude, I've done this so many times in my old one. And I was like, okay, are you sure? He's like, yeah, dude, believe me, I've done this before. You know, I haven't been handicapped for a day.
We start going down the hill, and then I get catapulted out and go flying and slide down the hill, get my brand new hoodie muddied up.
I just started dying laughing. But as I was laughing, I still went over just to see if he was okay, because his head was turned away from me and he was shaking, so I didn't know what was wrong. And I go and look, and he's over there red-faced, dying laughing, and that's why he's shaking, because he's laughing so hard. So we just sat there and laughed for a good 5 minutes. And, a couple of I've fallen and I can't get up jokes.
And instead of helping me up, I look at Seth, who's almost about to die from laughter, because he's like that. A little dickish. No. But, okay, that's about the story. I live in Thomason. It's just this, like, teeny bungalow. I mean, it's small. It's, I guess, it's for the most part accessible. The bathroom is kind of small, like the toilet area. It's kind of bumpy getting to Thomason, but it's good.
Where did you live your freshman year?
Centennial.
What floor?
4th.
How did you feel about that?
I don't know, like, I liked living on the 4th floor because, like, there were some cool people up there. But then, like, probably wasn't very safe or anything in case of an emergency. We got bogeys.
We're gonna, on the hall, we're talking about, well, I guess if it's a real fire and they shut down the elevators, either you're gonna have to stay up here till the firemen come. Then they realize that this is a pretty hefty boy, so they got to get more help. So we were thinking about getting sheets in the whole hall, carrying him down, and we had it discussed, but thank goodness it didn't happen. But I think that handicap, why would there be a handicap room on the 4th floor?
Probably like, the day we had our first fire drill, I was like, oh, shit, this probably isn't a good idea, but
It was just kind of weird. He didn't have a girlfriend, but I mean he liked people. Like I know for sure one girl back in high school who he adored.
nope, don't have a girlfriend.
Do you have someone you're interested in?
Nope.
What about that girl that's hanging above that poster in your room?
She's a friend.
There's one girl that he's gotten close to. They've been real good friends, and he likes her. You can tell that, and he cares for her. He would do. I think he's one of the best guys for anybody, you know, besides me, because I'm just the man. But she kind of like it's happening to where he's kind of bummed out because she'll spend a lot of time with him and come over to his room, and it'll look like they're just having a great time and like it's connecting and everything like that, but then things will turn around and I don't know, she'll go to like somewhere with another person or another guy or something like that, and it just kind of shoots Jordan down, and it kind of makes me mad.
Do you feel like females or anyone in general wouldn't see you as that because you're in a wheelchair?
A lot of them, yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. When they think of like the type of guy they like, I'm sure not a lot of them like picture a wheelchair in their head. Like,
You can tell it when it affects him, you know, because you never know if it's like, if he ever like brings up a subject with a girl or something like that he likes. You don't know if they say no. You don't know if it's because they just don't like them, like attracted to them, or if it's the wheelchair. And you know that hurts him, and you can tell.
Do you think being in a wheelchair defines who you are?
no, not really.
Do you think people treat you differently because you're in a wheelchair?
Until they get to know me. Yeah.
I think it's more ignorance than anything, but I don't mean that in a negative way. Like, cause like people like come hold the door open and then talk to him like he's 3. Like, oh, how you doing today? Doing okay? Just like what? But I guess you can't really fault them because not everyone has had the same experiences we have. Or like people fix his plate for him, like he can't fix his own plate. Like the only thing he can't reach is milk. I usually get the milk.
To the library. There it goes. It's stopping.
How often do you have to use the elevators?
Every day. Because there's no way for me to get from that area to the library without going through a building or going all the way around the building. So, every day. process, isn't it?
Do you have to do this every time you come to the library?
Every time.
Again, another small elevator.
Yep. And sometimes this door takes forever.
They can't fit down any of these aisles. So you know. Making a documentary. Thank you. Let's say on it. All right. Any more questions? Keep going. And we're to the library.
Cut.